Hey everybody, it's Miss Dietrich here helping you understand Lesson 16 from Engage in New York Module 4, which is on right expressions, which letters stand for numbers. A lot of students have a difficult time taking the words like you see here on the screen and converting them to expressions. So we're going to take a look at numbers 2 and 3, and if we have time, maybe we'll go back and look at number 1. Now before you begin these types of questions, it's necessary for you to be familiar with what different words could come up and what operation is suggested. And this is just a simple list. There are other words that we could add. For example, I noticed that half of is not on here. Half of would be multiply by 1/2 or divide by 2. That's not on here. There's a few others like combine. I don't see that on here. But we'll talk about that as it comes up. Let's take a look at number 2. A number h is tripled and then decreased by 8. So do you see how triple is on our list? It's on the list right here for multiplication. And decreased is on the list. That's on the list for subtraction. So in this case, we're going to be subtracting 8, and triple means times 3. So what's being multiplied by 3? Well, in this case, it's h. So the important words there are tripled and then decreased by 8. And the expression for that would look like this: 3h minus 8. Now let's take a look at number 3. Sydney brought S carrots to school and combined them with Janan's J carrots. She then split them equally between 8 friends. If you're splitting things equally, that means you're going to be dividing. Now the word combined here, I don't think I have that on this list, but that's going to suggest that we're adding. So the important parts there are combined and then split. Now, if we're going to be splitting equally, that means we're going to be dividing by something. So in this case, we're dividing by 8. So we have something divided by 8, and let's think about what that something is. In this case, it's going to be S plus J, because that's Sydney, right, representing the carrots, plus J, which is her friend, and then we're splitting that equally among 8 friends. So this would be an appropriate expression to represent this situation. All right, we have a little bit of time left, so let's take a look at number 1. Omaya picked X amount of apples, took a break, and then picked V more apples. Write the expression that models the total number of apples Omaya picked. All right, so we don't know how many apples this is. It's some amount. But if she picked apples and then picked more apples, then the important word there is going to be more. And if we take a look at more, usually that's going to suggest addition. So if we take the variables there, the x and the v, and we think, what would that look like if we're adding them together? It would look like that, x plus v. All right, I hope you found this helpful. If you have other questions that you have to do for homework, do study this list here. Maybe write some of these down or look at some school agendas. Have these posted somewhere on one of the pages. And if not, ask your teacher. I'm sure your teacher can hook you up with something like this. All right, good luck.